Welcome in everybody to the new edition of Forward Down the Field Podcast Fantasy Edition. I'm your host, Rob Young Bob Anderson. It is week 2 of the Forward Down the Field podcast. Last week we didn't get one in. I apologize. We were on the road to Norman where we saw the Wolverines take on the Sooners. It was a wonderful experience. No regrets going out there. Michigan didn't obviously play a great game, but it was phenomenal. But anyway, we're doing the pod. So let's just dive right into it, guys. I want to start off with the draft. Let's just recap the draft real quick. Uh, Marty went first, followed by Brenna, Jack, Jim, Drew, Adam, Bird, Jeremy, Dom, Jeff, Shane, and then me. Dom, the newcomer this year. Alyssa opted out of playing this year. Dom, good friend of me and Jeff, graduated '06, does know a lot of people in the group. He fits the mold. So welcome, Dom. Grit, one might say. Dom is very gritty. Power rankings to start off the year were as follows. It was Brenna, followed by Jim, Adam, Drew, Bird, Jack, me, Marty, Dom, Jeremy, Shane, then Jeff. Week 1 recap. I took on Jeff. I got the win. Josh Allen shows why I took him in the top of the second round. I need him to do that for me this year, and I am confident that he'll be able to repeat performances like that a few times this season. I feel pretty confident about my team. Obviously, I wish I was a little stronger at running back right now, but I'll be patient on that. I did load up on wide receivers. Really a lot of value in the week 1 waivers compared to the rest of the season. Points per game average goes to show statistically that week 1 waivers have large amounts of points per game compared to other weeks of the season uh, uh, for like season averages. So that's why I went hard, either improve the wide receiver room or trade bait, either way. But yeah, Jeff didn't really get strong performances by Nico or Trevor Lawrence. Calvin Ridley, big disappointment. Obviously, Kittle went down. He was targeted early and often, caught all 4 targets for a touch and for 25 yards and a touchdown. That was a big loss. Jalen Waddle, Miami, just in general, yuck, unless maybe Achan, which he did play and he did do well. Just moving forward, Brock Purdy now on his bench, doubtful. He got banged up. Just not an overall good showing for Jeff's team, but I am strongly feeling about my team this year. I like what I got going on. Big win, week 1, starting off where I left off last year. Moving on, Jim, Lamar Jackson, what the hill, taking on Marty. Marty with a very unorthodox draft this year, but let's see how it pans out for him. Obviously, Bowers got banged up a little bit week 1, but he'll be okay, I think. Mark Andrews, just where he left off last year, just disappointing. Only 1 catch for 5 yards. And Trey McBride, he got 3 tight ends in the draft. He still currently has 3 quarterbacks on his roster after dropping Tua, who looked awful. At least he chose the right one to drop. His running back situation is not good. He does have a good wide receiver and tight end combo. He's got the stack with Burrow and Chase. Max, don't go underneath there. My dog's outside. But yeah, anyway, Marty's roster needs some help, and he was really looking forward to getting off on winning ways to maybe boost his roster with maybe starting off with 1-0 or possibly even 2-0, and then they maybe trading one of those guys. Now it's more pressure on his lineup. He's probably got to do something to move forward. But yeah, let's talk about Jim though. Really strong performance, 143 points. Lamar does Lamar things. Gibbs, mediocre game, still gets him 15. Jacobs, same deal. He got in the end zone, but he got him 14. Garrett Wilson, I tell you what, if Garrett Wilson can get targeted like Justin Fields was looking for him last Sunday, And Garrett Wilson can do Garrett Wilson things, and that is going to be a huge boost to Jim's team. Garrett Wilson with quarterback play the last few years has been awful. Uh, but yeah, that's huge. 22.5 points there for Jim's team there. DJ Moore, mediocre 8.5 points. Tyler Warren, good debut, 7 catches, 76 yards. Isaiah Pacheco, I tell you what, that first drive the Chiefs had against Philadelphia, I didn't notice it, but there were reports that snap one went to Pacheco, snap two went to the rookie, and snap three went to Hunt. So, I mean, like, I don't know what to expect in that backfield right now. That does not feel good for Pacheco owners, and I love Pacheco. He runs angry. He's awesome to watch, and in that Chiefs offense, he should be productive all year. But disappointing start to the season there. Cooper Kupp only 2 catches for 15 yards. Broncos defense, arguably the best in the league, showed up for Jim, and Aubrey is unbelievable. Obviously, Jim picked him when he did because he knew kicking was going to play a different factor this year, and he wanted to be strong in that position. So, really strong squad. His bench, Kincaid looking good, Kyle Pitts. So Jim's got some good tight ends too. But he got his tight ends later on in the draft. He didn't waste valuable picks on them. So, yeah, Jim's got a strong squad. Next matchup, there was draft drama. Drew wanted to pause. Jack didn't really communicate all that well. Should have probably called people. Definitely should have been paused, but definitely not without calling people. Created more issues than it really solved. Yeah, and Bo Nix didn't really do shit for Drew anyway. Anyway, he had drama with Bird. Bird obviously felt like he was wrong. Anyway, I thought maybe Bird was ghosting Jack, and I was gonna tell Jack that what needs to be done is you need to throw week one, and then all can be forgiven, and we can just move on. But that didn't seem to need to be happening because Bird came back to the fold, and he took advantage anyway, almost doubling up Jack and Farmer Fran. I mean, this is just wow. Baker Mayfield outscoring Drake May, Bucky Irving outscoring Chase Brown, James Cook outscoring Tony Pollard. Justin Jefferson, lucky he got in the end zone, or he wouldn't have gotten past Amon-Ra, who had a disappointing game. Zay Flowers cooked McConkey. Joku beat Ingram. Hall beat McLaurin. Ibuka beat Metcalf. Texans beat up the Lions D. Elliott beat up the kicker, Matt Gay. Nothing's gay other than your lineup, Jack. 94 points on opening weekend. After that drama during the draft, you lost the championship last year with me benching two people and Hunter Henry giving me a donut. And I think one other guy basically got me zero. I mean, like, this is not what you want to start. Farmer Fran, pinching the nips, not what you want. Let's look at the benches real quick here. Strong bench play from Jim or from Bird here. He's got Reed, good game. Love on the bench, Prescott on the bench. He's got three quarterbacks. Interesting to see what he's got there. He's got some strong quarterback play in Baker, but Jonnu Smith looks strong in Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers. Justice Hill is obviously a dart throw in the draft. Demario Douglas, negative receiving yards, but he got a touchdown, 2 catches for 8.2. Yeah. Marvin Mims, Jack on your bench. He's loyal to me. Obviously big pickup last year in the championship game for me. Off the free agency into the starting lineup in the championship, comes up big. He ain't going to be devoted to you. Might as well drop him. Braylon Allen, 9 yards. Lucky got in the end zone. He's droppable. I do like Charbonnet and Pittman and Eckler, obviously, but yeah, Jack's squad obviously is better than 94 points, but they're only going to play as hard as they respect the manager. So see what happens there for week two. See, Bed Bath and Beyond got edged by the racial draft. The racial draft, I'm assuming, is maybe Chappelle Show related. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Bo Nix very touched on it. Didn't really show up for Drew. That was a player that created drama in the draft. Uh, Jonathan Taylor, I think, nicked up his neck a little bit. I think just like maybe like a stinger, but I don't think he is questionable. Just something to look out for moving forward. Kamara, good game. Lamb, big drops, but ended up having a good game. McMillan, he took him early in the draft, rookie. Got a decent game there out of him. Kelsey, only 2 catches, got in the end zone. I'm not a big fan of Kelsey this year. Connor, decent game. Hunter, rookie debut, decent. Vikings defense disappointing. Dicker, the kicker, did all right. Brenna, yeah, she just need more out of Hawkinson, and obviously the word Kelsey sabotaged Drew basically paid Kelsey to sabotage Worthy. Drew had no business winning this matchup. Brenna actually drafted really good. She was going to show out week 1. I mean, look at her bench, Dobbins. She even has Penix Jr. We'll see what happens with the Atlanta offense. But yeah, AJ Brown 1.8 points, and Worthy first drive of the game knocked out by Kelsey. I mean, this had everything to do with luck and nothing to do about skill. Bruno, good luck. Drew, I expect better out of you. Bruno, keep your head up. You got a good team moving forward. Let's see. The newcomer, Dom, only got 93 points in his debut and 4 down the field pod. This is the big boy league, Dom. This is the big boy league. You got to come to play. You got to do your homework. You got to be on top of things. You can't come like just lollygagging up in here thinking you're going to do something. All right. You got to show up. Players got to respect you. All right. Players got to respect you. This isn't respect. That's disrespect. Campbell's Kool-Aid. He's drinking his own Kool-Aid, it looks like right now. Icon looks happy right now. Daniels 22 points in a mediocre game. Barkley's a stud. Hubbard, stud. 18 points for him. Wow. Drake Lennon got banged up, but he got him at 13.5 points. Adam loves Jerry Judy. I feel like he's got him every year. He does have Tucker Craft, though. I like that for fantasy. Cortland Sutton, I like that with Bo Nix. Olave, I'm not a huge fan. Buckeye, maybe a little biased, whatever. Commanders, D did all right. Kicker, Black. Judkins, we'll see what happens with him coming back. I got some stock in him in some other leagues. Keenan Allen's the steal as of right now in the draft. Got to kill that B. Rashid, Shaheed, Adam Thielen, Wandale, Nick Chubb. Yeah, Adam's got a decent squad. Obviously, he beat the shit out of Dom. So I don't know what that says. Obviously, Brian Thomas Jr. didn't do shit, but got lucky on the one reception, which was really an end around for a touchdown. Otherwise, he gets nothing. Swift, yeah, didn't get in the end zone. Decent game though, 53 yards. He got some usage too. Stupid thing. I get stung by this thing. McCaffrey, I mean, hopefully he doesn't get hurt, man. They got to be careful with overusing him, especially with no other options really in there in San Fran right now. So gotta be careful with overusing him. Kyler Murray, I heard was sick last week when he played at New Orleans. Still had a good fantasy week, got the win. Higgins disappointing. Strange was a good ad for a tight end. See if he can kind of pick up where he left off last year. Devontae Adams debut with the Rams, couple catches, decent day. Jerome Ford's severely disappointing in the flex. You can probably drop him, especially with the Quinshot Judkins news. Eagles defense only 2 points. I don't know what to think about that. Eagles defense is still pretty good. Maybe not as good as last year. Obviously, Carter with the spit. Definitely could have used him out there. What a moron. Moody already got dropped or waived by the Niners. See you later, Moody. Nice knowing you. But yeah, bench is not looking so good for Dom. Not good at all, actually. He needs to do work. That's not a winning lineup. He needs to do some work on that. But Adam looking strong to start the season. Let's go, baby. Jeremy's surprise team. What a name. 82.28 points. Are you kidding me, Jeremy? Are you kidding me? You lost to the Cartier boys, a team that has like 8 rookies and like 3 freaking like sophomore teams. I don't love either of these teams. I'll tell you what, right off the gate, I don't, Shane, you just don't throw darts at rookies the way that you do and expect to do well, man. Like, out of those rookies, only 1 or 2 are probably going to pan out. But whatever, man. Let's dive into this though. Shane gets the win. McCarthy with a huge fourth quarter. Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry things. Travion Henderson only 27 yards rushing. He did get some action in the receiving game though. Six targets, six catches. I mean, that's obviously what he's going to be very strong doing is catching that football. But Ramondre Stevenson though, he was getting the bulk of the carries. It looked like. Let's see, Tyreek Hill, yuck. I don't want anything to do with any Dolphin other than maybe A-Chan this year. Pickens, I can see him having a good year. Disappointing first game. Loveland, another rookie. What do you want? Neighbors, he got targeted 12 times, only caught five because Russell sucks. Put in Winston or put in the Rook, huh? Then you can pick him up too, Shane. Uh, see Downs, only two catches for 12 yards. Not good. I expect him to do better. But the problem in that game is he's the slot receiver, and they were kicking the shit on Miami. You're not going to see many three wide receiver sets in that game when you're up by 30 points. So he'll have better days to come, I'm sure. Jets defense got cooked, only had 5 points, gave up 34 points. Krosky Merritt, Bill Krosky, BCM. Bill Krosky won a staring contest with the Sun. Bill Krosky once made his teacher have to raise their hand in order to speak. Bill Krosky. Pearsall, I like him. Luther Bird, another rookie. One catch, -3 yards. Good draft pick. I do like Sampson, though. And Thornton. Let's see what happens with him this year. Not a big crazy fan of Shane's team. Obviously, I've already said my piece with that. Jeremy drafted Genty. I wasn't too high on him in the first round, man. You're drafting him to be a top five running back, and the only person to do that ever in the last 25 years was AP. Not a big fan there. Obviously, JMO, we all love. Hope for better days there. Devonta Smith, up and down. He's boomer bust. I know him very well. Had him a couple years in the past. Kate Otten got you a donut. I think you already dropped him. Aaron Jones, luckily he caught that reception touchdown because without that, he didn't do shit and won't do shit. Jordan Mason's going to run there. Roma Dunze, I like him. He did well for you. Ravens defense, -7 points. This is new this year, everybody. You can get negative points as a defense. And, well, Jeremy, it's only fitting that you got it week one. I expect Ravens defense, though, to have better weeks ahead. You just played Josh Allen. Let's go. Let's see. McPherson, 5 points. Yeah. Okay. Keon Coleman on the bench. You do have ETN, though. That is huge, bro. He's probably going to have a good year this year. You can probably slide him up in your flex. That's going to be good. Cam Ward, I kind of thought about taking him late in the year, but he got you 2 points. Drop him. He's not ready yet. Hollywood Brown, obviously, due to injury, you got a big boost there. Debo looked pretty good. Honestly, it's funny that your bench looked better than your starting lineup, despite having 2 points on your bench for one player. Yeah, anyway, Jeremy, not a good week. Not a good week at all. That was a hell of a week one. Where are we at with time right now? Shit. Doesn't even tell me. All right. Well, that was week one recap. We'll just dive into the week two matchups after this break.